I hope you guys are staying safe and are wearing your facial coverings where and when required to do so. But when you're home and you can take them off, I wanted to share with you 3 simple tricks that you could do with a handkerchief or bandana. So go ahead and grab yours right now and I'll show you how right after this. Well, welcome back to the channel. If this is the first time you're here, my name is Presto Paul, and on this channel, I teach you the best tricks, tips, and techniques on how to do magic for beginners. Hey, if you are new to the channel, I hope you would consider subscribing today. We have a ton of fun around here. As a matter of fact, our motto is, come on everyone, all my subscribers together, let's say it, have fun, you'll live longer. That's right, we have a ton of fun here. So go ahead and subscribe. For those who are already subscribed to my channel, I want you to know that I appreciate each and every one of you. So let's get right into the magic. Watch how I hypnotize this handkerchief. Stay. Cool. I need a little bit of magic hair. A little pull. This is how you can hypnotize your handkerchief. You hold it by the corners, but on your right hand, what you're going to want to do, come down about 1.5 inches to 2 inches so it folds over like that towards you. They won't see that from the front. Then you're going to twirl towards you and make a rope. When you get it tight, you're going to reach up with your left hand, you're going to exchange your right hand with the left, and you're going to pull down with your left. Let me try that again. So you're going to twist it towards you like this, and 2 things are going to happen simultaneously now. I'm going to keep this spinning so I can keep the tension on it. I'm going to raise my left hand vertical. My right hand is going to replace my left hand. Then the left hand is going to slide down from the top, just like that. Now, when I let go of this, I want you to see that the handkerchief is kind of wrapped around. If you do this holding the corners, this won't happen when you let go. It won't stay straight. So you want to make sure that you do that twisting the right way. Go ahead and rewind that if you'd like. You can see exactly what I did. Now, to create the illusion of the handkerchief being under your control, you're going to pull a hair out. Well, you're going to pull a hair out. I've done this trick a few times, as you can tell. And you're going to wrap it around the top of the handkerchief. To make it go forward, you're going to pull at the same time with your thumb right here. All you're going to do is push up with your thumb as you're pulling with your pretend hair. And then on this side, you're going to pull it by putting your thumb to go down, making the illusion of you pulling it down. When you practice this for a while, you can even get it to look like it's going to the side if you wish. You don't have to do that. And when you're ready to take him out of his trance, you smash him down. And that's all there is to hypnotizing your handkerchief. And here's a fun one you can do with a handkerchief. You take your handkerchief, you place it on the table, and you fold it in half, forming a triangle. I will place the magic wand on top of the handkerchief. Now all I'm going to do is roll it inside, as you can see, the handkerchief, kind of like a burrito. And we're going to say the magic words, presto, and just like magic, when I unroll it, that magic wand has penetrated right through the handkerchief all the way inside, just like that. Now, let me try to make it go back. We will do the exact same thing. I will roll up the magic wand inside the handkerchief, and then we say the magic words. You say it with me, presto. Very good. And when you unroll it just like that, the wand has come back out. And now for the secret of how to make a magic wand magically melt through your handkerchief. Now you don't need to use a magic wand. You can use a Sharpie, you could use a pen, a pencil, whatever you like. I just use this because it's very visual and easy to see on camera. Lay your handkerchief on the table with a point. Take the other half and form a triangle. This is an important step. It's really the only thing you need to do is to make sure that that top one goes beyond the tip of the bottom one. So this top one is past the tip. Don't line them up perfectly, the trick won't work. So you go past the tip just like this. And what's gonna happen is after you roll this up, this bottom piece will flip over and become the top piece. I'll show you from this angle here. Check this out. So you roll it up. All you wanna do is make sure you get it over the top of whatever item you're using there. I'm using the magic wand, obviously. And you just roll this. Now, when you get to the end, what's gonna happen is this bottom one will flip over and replace this one right here, like this. Did you see it flip up? That is the bottom. Now the top is underneath. I'll show this to you from a different angle. Okay, from this point of view, as you can see, I'm rolling it up. We do have that overlap. This is the top, and the bottom is a little bit shorter, so we have that gap right there. You're gonna watch for this bottom piece to come flipping over here in a second. I will do this just like this, so watch, this is the top, and then the bottom's gonna come up here, and it will flip up and over. So again, from this angle, now that it is flipped over, all you have to do is unroll it just like this, and now the magic wand has magically gone inside of the handkerchief. And that's it. Now to get it to come back out, guess what? It's the same thing. You take the handkerchief and you fold it over the top of the wand, again leaving that gap, just like that, a little space of overlap there. You're gonna roll it up again just like this, and when you get to the top, these two are going to change places. And watch again for the top to go underneath and the bottom to come up to the top. Just like that. Did you see that? It just flipped right over there. That's the bottom now. That became the top. And then you put your finger on there if you need to, and then you unroll it just like this, and the magic wand is now back on top, and you have yourself a really cool trick. I hope you like that one. All right, check this one out. I have a glass, my bandana, and my blue handkerchief. It's blue. It is. I blew my nose in it earlier. No, I'm kidding. It's perfectly fine. I'm gonna place my handkerchief inside of the glass, as you can see. I'm going to take my bandana and I'm going to cover it over the top of the glass. I will seal the top of the glass with this elastic, keeping me from getting into the handkerchief, unless you use a little bit of magic. We say the magic words presto, and I can actually reach right through the bottom of the glass, pulling that handkerchief completely through a solid glass, just like magic. All right, this is how you can make a handkerchief go through the bottom of a solid glass. What do you need? You need a glass. Now this glass, you want to make sure that the top is about the same size as the bottom. You don't want a glass that comes up like this with a big difference in the circumference at the top and bottom. If it comes up a little bit and it's not too noticeable, that's just fine. And you'll see why that comes in play here in just a second. You need a handkerchief, a bandana, and some form of elastic. This just happens to be a hairband. Why do I have a hairband, you say? I don't know. I don't need a hairband. Never mind. So, you take your handkerchief, you're gonna place it inside the glass. Now this could be a napkin, it could be a paper towel, whatever you have laying around. I just happen to use a handkerchief. The secret is so simple when you know how it's done, right? So here's what you're gonna do. Under cover of raising your handkerchief in front of the glass, without the handkerchief there, here's the secret, watch. That's it. If you can hold a glass and just release the pressure of your fingers and your thumb and just let the weight of the glass turn it over, that's gonna happen behind the handkerchief. So now you see why the bottom needs to be about the same size as the top, because if this went out, there'd be a big difference to whoever's watching your trick. You take your handkerchief, you lay it over the top just like this. You take your elastic, could be a rubber band, whatever you got. And now what you've done is you've placed the rubber band actually around the bottom of the glass. I'll show you inside, because what you have inside now is the actual top of the glass on the bottom for you, but they think it's the bottom for them. You following me? You following me? All right, and then all you're gonna do underneath the handkerchief is you're gonna pull the handkerchief out of the glass. Simple for you, but from them, when they're watching this from the front, let me stuff it back in there real quick for you. When they see this from the front, they think this is the top and that you are actually reaching up and pulling it out of the bottom of the glass. Now you might be asking, how do I get it to look like the glass was the right way as we started? Well, here's the secret to that. Hold on right here. You're gonna reach underneath and you're gonna grab the bottom just like this, and you're gonna pull the top. It'll come off with that elastic. You wait a second, and then just before you take your handkerchief away, you're gonna do the same thing, but now you're gonna exchange the bottom for the top. So under cover of the glass with the elastic, so you can see the whole effect, you're gonna reach up underneath and you're gonna grab the glass in preparation for you flipping it. So all I'm doing is holding onto it just like this and getting ready to flip it. After I pull this off, before I take the handkerchief away, or bandana, whatever you have, I'm just gonna flip it. As you're pulling this up, all this misdirection covers that little move to make it look like this was pulled out of the bottom of a glass. Try it out. You're gonna have fun with this one. I hope you guys had a ton of fun learning these tricks today. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so right now. Click a like, let me know that you're out there, and turn on those notifications so you'll know when my next episode comes out. Until next week, I'm Presto Paul, and remember, you gotta have fun. You'll live longer.